Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Thursday, February 1st, 2018. A little overcast today. We're supposed to get some rain this afternoon. And so it's like 3:30 in the afternoon right now. Very, very mild day today. It's been in the 40s. And it's so freaking weird. Now, yesterday morning, not this morning, but yesterday morning when I got out of work, it was 0. And then this morning when I got out of work, it was 36. So go figure. And now tomorrow, they're talking that I think the high for tomorrow is going to be 16. Freaking weather is whacked, I can tell you. But anyway, so today's been a pretty decent day. We've had a lot of snow melt, which is good. Even with it overcast and cloudy, we have had a decent day solar-wise for this time of year. So that is always a good thing. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about something today that's been going on since the beginning of flu season. How bad is the flu this year? And, you know, how effective is the flu shot this year? Okay, so there's contradicting things. I've heard that the flu shot is only 10% effective. And then if you ask other people, they're saying it's 30 to 40% effective. So anyway, how bad is the flu this year? Well, since the beginning of flu season, now we're just going to talk about Texas for a moment. There's been 1,200 deaths alone in Texas, okay? So that's a lot of freaking people already, and we're not done with flu season yet. I know there's been a big uptick in people having the flu this year and having flu symptoms and stuff like that. Now, on a yearly basis, you're looking at about 50,000 people are going to die from the flu. Most of those people are going to be your elderly or your compromised people. It happens. Some of the numbers aren't always put in correctly, I believe, for that. It's part of the process. I mean, they have a lot of underlying other health issues, and then they get the flu, and that just finishes them off. And that's, you know, it happens. It happens every year. So, unfortunately, that's what happens. But so. It's, you know, the numbers are greater this year than in previous years. I know that there is probably, I think they said there's like 3 or 4 different strains going around right now. And, you know, it gets stronger, it gets more resistant to antibiotics and those type of things. So, I mean, it's definitely, you know, something to be very aware of, be very safe and be very cautious, do a lot of hand washing. That's a really good way to, you know, and stay away, you know, stay away from large crowds with a lot of sick people out there. You know, I mean, we can't avoid, this is the one thing that always killed me. If my kids are sick, they've always stayed home. I'm not sending them to school, but these idiots that send their kids to school when they're hacking and coughing and sick, it amazes me, because all they're doing now is just spreading it in the germ factory, which are schools. Schools are a germ factory. I'm going to tell you something. I've always been a very, very healthy person. Always. Never was sick. Never got a cold. None of that stuff, okay? And then I had my kids. And then my kids went to school. And they brought home every crawly, cruddy sickness that there was. And I would get sick every freaking year. Now, let me knock on wood when I say this. So far, so good this year. I haven't had any extended kind of sickness, which is good. But, I mean, there's been a lot of people at work. You know, they come to work sicker than a dog, hacking and coughing. And, you know, it's just, you know, it happens. And, you know, people will say, well, you know, you're in a medical field. People shouldn't be coming to work sick. You know what? They don't care. They want a warm body in there. And that's what they want. They don't care if you're sick or not. They expect you to show up, which, you know, if I don't feel well, I don't go, you know. And that's kind of the way I've always been. I'd rather take that extra day to rest and try to get better than to try to push myself and get worse. But that's just me. But anyway, there's a lot of flu going around this year. And it's been very, very bad. A lot of young people have been dying this year. I know that in, I think, Monroe County, I think there was 6 children that died. I'm pretty sure that was the number. But, you know, that's here in New York, in one county. You know, so it's, there's a lot of of people getting the flu, a lot of younger people getting the flu, and a lot of younger people dying from the flu. So that's really, really scary. And a lot of the symptoms, they come up really fast, and they hit these people, and then they die very quickly. So that's kind of, that's really, really scary. So please be safe out there. If you don't have to be out in certain areas this time of year, don't go. You know what I mean? It's like I wouldn't be going to concerts or those type of events just because you're going to have sick people that are going to go. And all they're going to do is spread that sickness to everybody that comes in contact with them. So the best thing you can do is try to avoid it. If you have to be someplace, I mean, like, I work in a nursing home, so I'm around sick people all the time. But, a lot of hand washing, trying to, making sure that, I'm using precautions and stuff like that. But we should do that anyway. But anyway, I definitely want to hear your guys' feedback on this, because I'm sure a lot of you have a lot of, perspective from the areas of the country that you are, where you live in and stuff like that. I know it's been rampant. I know a buddy of mine that lives in South Carolina, he said that the local hospital where he lives just put up a tent, a big tent outside, to help with the overflow of people coming in from with flu symptoms. So that's kind of frightening. I mean, I know a lot of the hospitals are overwhelmed, and there's a lot of a lot of stuff going on with that right now. So it's definitely something to think about. I don't think the flu shot is effective. They're guessing. They're doing a best guess scenario, and it always isn't as effective as they try to say it is. But the pharmaceutical companies are getting rich off of it. That's a good thing, huh? Don't even get me started on them. But anyway, on a side note, I was very, very pleased yesterday again, and thank you for all the positive comments about my son. I really do appreciate that, and thank you for all the people too, sharing your experiences with your own child with special needs. And I used the word retarded yesterday in my video, and I wasn't saying it in any kind of a disrespectful way. So just so you guys know that it's not meant as any kind of disrespect for anybody that has a child that is retarded. It's not no disrespect at all. Okay. So anyway, that being said, I definitely want your guys' feedback on this video. I want to hear your thoughts, what you guys think, and stuff like that. And please share that with me. As you can see, the snow is starting to melt, and that's a good thing. But we're probably going to get more, because that's what happens here. We got through January, so January is done here at the homestead, and so now we're into February. We get through February, and then we're looking at March, and March is always a crapshoot. But we can start hopefully having some decent days in March and getting some things done. There's a lot of work that I want to do here at the homestead this year, and hopefully I'm going to have enough decent days and decent weather to get those things done. We're just going to keep working at things, and but making positive progress is definitely an important thing. Every year, as long as we continue to make positive progress, that's what I want to do. And even if I don't get as much done as I want to this year, that's okay as well. As long as we are moving forward, we're getting more prepared and ready, and continuing to make things better here at the homestead. That's what it realistically is all about. And you guys should be doing that too. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be at a homestead, but with your preps and getting ready, put yourself in the best situation that you possibly can for yourself, to help yourself in any kind of a situation. That's what it's realistically all about. So anyway, guys, listen, I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here, because it's definitely looking, I'm going to show you this up over here real quick. You can see the difference in the clouds. They're starting to darken up here. So it's definitely, that rain is coming, and we're going to get really cold tonight, and it's like I said, the high for tomorrow is going to only be 16. So anyway, guys, listen, remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow's not guaranteed. I know I say that in every one of my videos, but it really, really is very important. We never know what's going to happen. So to tell the people that you care about and that you love how you really, truly feel about them is so important. And remember, it's STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. And the only one that's going to stop you from or hold you back is yourself. So Anyway, on that note, I'm going to jump off of here. I will talk to you all tomorrow. I hope everybody's having a great day, and definitely want to hear your feedback on this video, on this topic, okay? I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.